Thank you everybody for being here and there. This is a workshop that we've been planning for many months with Sandia and the Peace Engineering Consortium people. And this is the kickoff of the Peace Engineering Biome that we want to create here at the University of New Mexico, an international global center on peace engineering. And we will understand better what peace engineering is all about. But we want to make sure that we connect the social sciences, the technology, the policy, and the finance, and all across the disciplines. No silos, but across all disciplines to make a difference, because we're running out of time. There's a deadline, 2030. Climate change is the major issue, and we need to start working together so we can start buying time, push that more a year, 2 years, 3 years. That's the goal that we're trying to do. And that we use the word engineering because engineers solve problems. And we want to solve these challenging problems, come up with new solutions, and this is what engineering is all about. So I want to introduce Dean Christodoulou.
That's good. My faculty is supposed to clap, you know, the others don't have to, you know. Yeah, welcome everybody. It's definitely a great moment here because I believe we're doing something that it will change the way future engineers think about designing products and services. Just gonna bring you one example. Facebook, Twitter, those are the things that scientifically are amazing achievements. However, they had impacts that we couldn't even think of them when we were starting. So these are some of the things we want to do, in my opinion, with peace engineering. Can we really can we really train the next generation of engineers and computer scientists to think about the impact and the consequences of the product they're developing? You know, not just economically how elegant that new product is, but what kind of impact has on the entire society and the planet. You know, we all know about global warming, that it's very serious. However, there's other impacts on society. So I am very excited about this. We started this effort, I think Ramiro and a couple other colleagues have started this effort for many years ago, actually many years ago, but 2 years ago, we had this international conference that we brought people from 44 different countries, and everybody's interested in dealing with this problem because it affects everyone. So I want to welcome all of you. We really have some dignitaries here, so this is amazing. I want to thank you all for making time. I do have to say thank you to Sandia, because it seems that we have more Sandians here than people from UNM, so thank you. I do want to introduce now, we're lucky that we have representatives from, you know, let's see, Congresswoman Fernandez and Congresswoman Stansbury. So I'd like first to introduce Derrick Toledo, who represents Congresswoman Fernandez today. Derrick, your show. Thank you all for being here.
Morning, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. What an honor it is to join leaders from the state and beyond. I'm Derrick Toledo, field representative for Congresswoman Theresa Fernandez, and I have the privilege of working with her and serving our constituents from Congressional District 3, the beautiful, as she always says, the beautiful and beautifully diverse Congressional District of New Mexico. We are at an important moment in time right now. The world is finally coming to the realization that we have to plan for a clean, sustainable future for our children, for our elders, for Mother Earth. Now is the time. Now is the time to come up with new solutions. Engineers solve problems, right? Problems that address global challenges and climate change, or even the pandemic. We need to break the silos and work together across the entire spectrum, from health to art, to economics, to engineering. As science has identified, the deadline is soon approaching to change our ways of life because we won't have time to go back. It's an urgent call to action now. I can tell you now that the Congresswoman is committed to working with communities to support and uplift any way we can. In the case of Peace Engineering, we will be as involved as possible. We've already been meeting with Ramiro and another branch of the Peace Engineering Echo Union, because it's important to include all voices at the table. We don't proceed forward if it's not together. We need everyone's valuable perspective and talent because we can't move forward if we leave anyone behind, including our rural and indigenous communities and tribal leaders. Thank you, Ramiro, Jordan, and Donna Keepner for the invite to speak today. And for the rest of you all in the audience and even in the room, do not hesitate to reach out to me or anyone in the office because we will always work for our constituents and for the people. You're not alone in this work. Know that myself and so many of the Congresswoman's colleagues in Congress are right there with you because, like I said, we cannot do this alone. Thank you all so much and have a great day.
Thank you, Derrick. Thank you. All right, I would like to, thank you, Derrick. I'd like to introduce next Yolanda Lucero, who represents Congresswoman Stansbury. Melanie, is she here? Oh, she's on Zoom.
First, just thank you to the UNM School of Engineering and all of the faculty who invited us out today. It's an honor to be with you. I'm glad to see so many faces from Sandia Labs and from so many different places. Congresswoman Stansbury is so sorry to miss today's meeting, but has to be in DC voting on some key legislation for our district and for the whole country. I know that she was looking forward to the meeting with you all today, and she sent a few remarks in her absence, so I'll go ahead and read them. She said, it says, when we look around Albuquerque, we see what's in front of us, our family, friends, the beautiful Sandia Mountains, and our Rio Grande. But our local challenges, like having to socially distance from our family and friends and watching the Rio Grande run dry, are driven on the global level. Climate change and the pandemic have demonstrated that we have to address our global problems with different perspectives. This is why the emerging field of peace engineering is so critical. We need to apply the technical solutions we have to our global challenges with an eye towards justice, equity, and sustainability. That can look like employing local communities to rebuild homes leveled by conflict, to be net zero emissions, or training doctors and infectious disease specialists to administer life-saving vaccines in conflict zones. Our communities and our cultures in New Mexico are unique, and I can't think of a better place to build the field of peace engineering than in New Mexico. We need all hands on deck to build resilience in our communities here and across the world to adapt to climate change. Albuquerque is home to both one of the best research universities in the country and the constant innovation of Sandia National Labs. I'm so encouraged that you are leveraging the strengths of both of your institutions to make New Mexico a leader in global peace building. Right now, I'm working hard in DC to pass my first bill, the Partnership of Energy Security and Innovation Act, to facilitate partnerships between our national labs and our universities so that our innovation at public laboratories can make an impact on the national market. I'm glad that you are demonstrating the initiative to collaborate and advance both UNM and Sandia's strategic missions. Thank you.